Hello, you are watching Brett's Picks. It's week 14. Happy December. This is Brett Whitehead. I'm Gwen Shroyer. December the 1st. That means another Christmas
Thursday.
month, right?
Yeah.
Happy Hanukkah, Merry
Thursday.
Christmas, and Happy Kwanzaa. So listen, it is bowl season almost, but we've got championship games this week for a lot of conferences. So we have picks for this weekend. First, let's talk about the college football poll that came out. It shows all these rankings. So let's take a look at that. That is right there. Number 1, Georgia. Number 2, Michigan. Number 3, TCU. Number 4 is USC. Then those that are not in but still have a chance to sneak in are those with the various colors afterwards. Ohio State, Alabama, Tennessee are the top elements that have a possibility of sneaking in. Now, Alabama is playing this weekend. Ohio State is not. So really, out of those three, no, Alabama's not playing either. What am I saying? I'm losing my mind here, Brett. Oh, they always play, and that's what I'm thinking. So
North Carolina is playing Clemson.
That's right, but they're so far down on the list that they don't really have a shot.
They're
LSU at 14, I don't know. They would be the first 3-loss team to ever make it into the playoffs, and I just don't see that happening, not with just 4 teams getting in. Utah, if they were to upset USC, maybe, I don't know. I think they're just too low. I think that those 4 right there are pretty much set unless one of those gets knocked off, and that would put Ohio State back in the mix, or Alabama. Maybe Tennessee. We'll see.
And we have to wait and see.
So, all about these, we are going to talk about that and a whole lot more things. We're going to take a break real quick. Brett's really excited about all the things we're going to talk about. So, on the other side of this break, we'll talk about college picks that he has, as well as who's in the leaderboard right after these messages. All right, and we're back. Thank you, Mark. Brett, this is going to be an exciting weekend. Let's get right into it. We have a look right here at our top pickers that have been picking games for the past 13 weeks, and they're ranking out right now this week. Coach German at number 1 pretty comfortably. I think he has 82 correct picks, which is really high for
Carpenter.
Zach Carpenter. Colin Crisp was doing well. Mr. Langdon, of course, Brett Whitehead always doing great, right?
And Sawyer.
And then Sawyer, myself, and Coach Thompson tied at 6. Mr. Garrett right there at 9. Coach Dills, which you got to go get his pick.
No, I can't get
to you, Coach. He can't get to you, Coach.
The library's closed.
Library's closed. Well, we got to get his picks. Coach Payne at 11, tied with Mr. Rich, and at the bottom of the heap, Sweet Pea.
13.
Okay, first game we're going to talk about. This is Saturday. North Texas is playing against University of Texas San Antonio. And that is a 7:30 game for those of you that want to watch on CBS Sports Network. Brett, who do you have?
I have the team in red.
UTSA. There's Brett's picks right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Next game we have is number 11, Utah, playing against number 4, USC. Both of those teams, in the mix for possible. If USC wins this game, it might enable them to stay in, it will enable them
Utah.
to stay. Games at 8 o'clock. And Fox, who do you have?
Utah.
You were ready to say that, weren't you?
Yeah.
Before even that, yeah.
And we
Utah.
have to change the date.
Oh, It's not the 19th. What
The
happened? It is the 3rd.
The
Wow. It's also Cleveland Parade Day.
Oh, Utah.
Utah.
I
Okay,
think
next
Utah.
game. Kansas sitting at number 10 playing against number 3 TCU, who is undefeated, by the way. Noon game on ABC. Who do you have?
TCU.
TCU. So big game there for TCU should they win. Kansas, I just don't know. It's actually Kansas State, isn't it?
Yes.
Kansas State, not Kansas. So Kansas State at number 10. I don't think Kansas is ranked. On ABC at noon, picked TCU. Next game we have Toledo at Ohio. Interstate rivalry, noon game on ESPN. Who do you have, Brett?
Ohio.
Ohio with the big win. The next game we have is
Troy.
Coastal Carolina playing against Troy, which Colin says that Troy has one of the best defenses in the entire college football setup. So 3:30 game on ESPN. Who do you have?
I have Troy.
I think Coastal Carolina is going to destroy Troy. I'm just saying it here. Next game. Number 14, LSU at number 1, Georgia. 4 o'clock game on CPS. This game takes place in Atlanta. Atlanta in the Mercedes Stadium, which is where the Atlanta Falcons play.
Gonna be
And they also have the SEC, what do they call that? Fanfare,
Yeah.
where you can go down there, and I think it's free, maybe not, but you go in there and there's all kinds of games and things that you can play. Anyway, this is the SEC Championship. Who do you have?
I have Georgia.
You got Georgia winning it all.
Coach
Okay.
Day is gonna be very happy.
He loves Georgia.
Yeah.
Next game we have UCF. We've been talking about the Knights all season long, sitting firmly at 22, playing against number 18 Tulane. 4 o'clock game on ABC.
I have UCF.
UCF, the Knights with a win. Next game we have Fresno State playing against Boise State. 4 o'clock game on Fox. Who do you have?
I have Boise State.
Boise State for the win. They have that blue field.
Yeah.
That is
It's
it's
crazy.
crazy.
I watch the games a lot.
A lot, yeah, and they have that blue field. That's what they're known for.
Not the season bowl games.
Right. Next game we have is Purdue facing
At Michigan.
number 2 Michigan. 8:30 game
I have
on
Michigan.
Fox, and you've got
I have Michigan.
the Wolverines.
Yeah.
Is that exciting?
Yeah.
There you go. Next game, and this is the last game. Number 9 Clemson facing off against North Carolina, who's number 23. 8 o'clock game on ABC. Who do you have?
I have Clemson.
Clemson. I have North Carolina. I think that would be a mighty fine upset.
Clemson wins this game. We'll be playing.
Could be playing Tennessee in a bowl game.
Yeah.
Either the Sugar Bowl or the Orange Bowl.
Yeah.
If it's the Orange Bowl, it will be Clemson. If it's the Sugar Bowl, excuse me, it could be I don't know, Kansas State, Texas. It's hard to say, but it's somebody from that conference.
And tonight, wrestling.
Tonight we have wrestling.
It's
Hickson Tigers are coming to town,
here.
and we'll be hosting them in the gym. Come on out, enjoy a wrestling match. Let me tell you, folks, if you've not been to a Bradley wrestling match, you have missed it. It is extremely sensational. It is so much fun. The hairs raise up on your, if you have hairy arms, raise up on your arms. If you have it on your neck, or you know.
And Trevor is laughing behind.
Yeah, Trevor's behind the camera laughing. So come out and watch the wrestling match. This will be a good one. It will be broadcast on BCHS.TV. You can catch that there or on YouTube, or really catch it here. Come see the game.
And Cleveland Bradley.
Big game tomorrow night. Cleveland is hosting Bradley. Boys and girls.
Undefeated.
Girls are undefeated on both sides of the ball. Cleveland
is undefeated.
is undefeated. Bradley Barretts are undefeated. Now the boys, I think both teams have lost a game, but they're playing really well. We watched a game the other night. Bradley played McCallie.
And they won.
Bradley played really well.
And they
really,
won.
really well. McCallie's not a passive team, very defensive-minded team. It wasn't an outrageous scoring game. It was actually a low-scoring game, but wow. Both teams had a lot of defense. Bradley's taken a lot of shots at the goal. I think you'll enjoy that game. That game will be brought to you on CHS Live, or go to the game. CHS Live, or go to the game.
And MyMix TV.
MyMix TV is also going to be there. I forgot about that. MyMix TV. So you can listen to it on the radio.
And
you can watch it on. I would not. Listen, Steve's going to be doing the commentating. Don't watch it on MyMix. Watch it on CHS Live. Those guys. CHS Live is so much better.
And download MyMix 104.1.
No. Listen, watch it on CHS Live. It's better. And then, you know, cue it in with Gary's voice. Gary and Brian Grissom will be doing the play-by-play. It's the first game on the radio this year.
For Brian.
First game for Brian doing radio with Gary. But, yeah, sync it up. Watch it on CHS Live and sync it up with Gary's voice.
And Brian.
Don't watch the other guys on Mix. Don't do it.
And Brian Grissom.
So, should be an exciting game. Also, Saturday. What's going on Saturday?
Christmas.
The Cleveland Christmas Parade. One of the biggest and best Christmas parades in the state of Tennessee. And I'm not just saying that. I was told that. I was not told to say that, but I want to. Anyway,
and it's gonna
really
be
nice parade. It's, you know, a couple hours long. Sit out here in the cold. Hopefully it won't be rainy. It's supposed to rain that morning, but not so much in the afternoon. Come out, enjoy it. Get a handful of candy. How do you beat that? Everybody likes candy.
All the people.
I like Little Debbie snack cakes. You know, sometimes they pass those out, and the Little Debbie truck goes by, and they're handing out those peanut butter and jelly cookie cake things, or the Christmas tree cakes. Me, please, like those. Just saying. My favorite is the Cosmic Brownie. Why am I talking about that?
There's going to be some people out here in the parking lot.
Yeah, so they start the parade here at Bradley, right outside our studio doors, right here in the parking lot.
Over here in the parking lot.
And then go all the way downtown and come back to Bradley to end it. So, big thing. I think there's a couple of people broadcasting that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mix TV will be there. Yeah. So do watch them on that, just saying. But don't watch the basketball.
And you can see, sheriff's office.
Lots of floats, churches, high schools. And you know what? Bradley's Skills USA float usually wins in their category. Just saying. I was talking to Mr. Scholl yesterday. He said in his tenure of 20 whatever years, he has over a dozen trophies showcasing their wins. So that's pretty good.
And you can
this year's theme, and I'll give it away, it's Minions Christmas.
And you can see Walker Valley in the Christmas.
Don't talk about that.
And you can see
all the other
middle schools, high schools.
Yeah, middle school and high school. Cheerleaders.
And work
churches,
trucks.
Work trucks. I think Alan Jones has the Clydesdales in there, but he calls them the Cashdales.
The mobile home.
Yeah, Clayton Mobile Homes.
For him.
Also, the mayor will be there. Two mayors, and also Santa Claus. Yeah. So Santa Claus comes at the end, and you know what's after Santa Claus? The sheriff's posse. Do you know why they're at the end? Because they're riding horses. You know what horses do to streets?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to walk in that.
Don't laugh.
Anyway, enough of that. I'm done. Are you done?
Yes.
All right, so that's all we have. Till next week.
We'll see you on the sideline.